Greetings, Bruce Peninsula Multisport race presented by Bruce Power participants. This is Bob Miller, the event coordinator, coming at you from beautiful Blue Water Park in Wyerton, Ontario. We just have a few notes we wanted to reiterate concerning the event this weekend and to make sure everyone's up to speed with a few of the kind of unique differences we have hosting the event during the pandemic. So to start with, we've had a few questions about transition areas and also course breakdown. All courses are going to transition in the same spot. So here we are in Blue Water Park, and this will be your transition area come Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, everyone will go out for a paddle first and then come back to the transition area, or if you're doing the run duathlon, you'll be running first. And then you'll go out on your bike ride, come back to the same place, and then go out for your run. So we're just 3 sections this year. In past years, the long course people are used to having 5 or more. So just to keep that in mind, we're 3 sections. We also wanted to reiterate that we need you guys to read the Racer Handbook. There's a lot of new and important information in there. I'm going to review some highlights here, but if we can really get you guys to read that Racer Handbook and understand our new COVID protocols and procedures, that would really help things run smoothly on the day of the event. Arrival procedures, again, we want you guys to review that. So the first thing we want you to do when you arrive at the host site is head over to the public boat launch there and drop off your boat. Then you'll be heading to park. The best place to park is probably at the Ball Diamond, just over that way, or at the arena, which is in behind me here. I don't know if you can see it behind the tree there. That'll give you the easiest access to our race kit pickup location, which is right here under the pavilion, to get things going smoothly. So drop off your boat, head to park, come pick up your race kit, head back to your car, kind of get your stuff ready, decal what you need to on your bike, put the baggage tags on the bikes and the different pieces of equipment, and then come back to the transition area. There's going to be a few accesses to the transition area, but basically if you're dropping off gear, we want you to use the access point closest to the race kit pickup. So head in and out there, and just keep in mind when you're in the transition area that there's going to be other people coming and going while they're racing, especially if you're a later person with a later start time. So keep your head up when you're in the transition area. There could be someone running past you, and we don't want people intersecting with each other there. So yeah, set up your gear in the transition area and then head back over to your boat where you've dropped it previously and put your boat decal on your boat. And then you still should have plenty of time before your kind of set start time. So if you've got, like 20-30 minutes left, head back to your car and maybe do a warm-up off-site or somewhere else in the park before you head back to your boat and hop on the water. You're free to warm up on the water, obviously, before you get into the start corral. The start corral will just happen along the shoreline there for the paddlers. So there'll be a tent station there with a starter with a megaphone helping you guys get going, and they'll be calling up numbers and names in the order indicated. So yeah, that's basically your arrival procedure, so please make sure you're following that properly. Another point we wanted to reiterate was that roads and trails are open to the general public. They're not closed for your exclusive use. So we need you guys to follow the rules of the road, stopping at stop signs and making sure you're looking for cars coming at all times. We will have marshals on course, but they're not going to be telling you guys to go or not go. They're there just to kind of ensure you're obeying the rules. They're not stopping traffic in any way. So keep that in mind. Another point for this year is we need you guys to bring all your own hydration needs. So have your water bottles and bladders and things packed up and ready to go in the transition area or with you on the different legs. Yeah, it's just a requirement with COVID that we need you guys carrying all your own water this year. There are some places to fill water in the park. There's some public restrooms with potable water, so you can load up here if you want to, but it's obviously best if you guys can come prepared with all your own water ahead of time. Water safety for when you're paddling. So you're basically going to be paddling out the north shore of the bay here. We need you guys to stick as close to shore as possible. We kind of always want you within swimming distance of shore while you're on the paddling stages. We will have safety boats out there. and they will help you if you capsize, but it's not a guarantee that they'll be able to get to you. So knowing how to self-rescue in your kayak or canoe is an important rule. You guys should know how to do that before the event. If you capsize more than twice, the boat safety crews have been told to give you a hand and possibly even bring you back to the end of the paddle, just because you become a safety concern at that point. And then you can continue on with the rest of the race, but then you'd be obviously disqualified from the official rankings. So stay close to shore and within swimming distance at all times, please. Please also wear your pinnies over top of your PFDs. So we're going to give you a bib in your race kit. If you can wear that over top of your PFD, it helps us to see you guys on the water and identify you as racers. A bit about the trail sections for running and biking. They are still a bit muddy and wet, so be prepared for that. It's going to be a bit slippery on some of the sections. We're not sure what the forecast is going to do just yet, but we might have a bit of rain on one of the days, making things slippery. So just be cautious of those sections. If you have any specific medications like EpiPens or anything like that, please carry that with you on the course to have it available. And obviously, if you see anyone in difficulty out on the course, please lend a hand. Usually there's a few racers going through at a given time, so someone can stay with an injured person depending on the severity, while another person can go ahead to alert the next marshal and notify them for help. So please stay with anyone that needs help if you come across that. And then we also wanted to talk about the passing rule this year. We can't have people drafting off each other from, if you don't know each other. We don't want you drafting off each other on the bike legs or the running legs, so keep your distance while doing that. And then if you need to pass anyone on a tighter section of single track or trail, just wait for a wider stretch where you can pass and maintain your social distancing. The rule is the person coming up from behind would notify the person ahead that they want to pass, and then you guys can figure out the best spot to do that. So please be courteous with your other racers. And then just one final thing is read that racer handbook. Everything's covered in the racer handbook, so it's a valuable document, and we want everyone to read that before the event. So best of luck with your final preparations, and we'll see you guys all here either Saturday or Sunday morning. Thanks so much.